In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the biggest changes that we've ever made, but in order for us to do that, we do need to leave YouTube behind. Sort of. Now, obviously, we'd never leave YouTube behind completely because it's been really, really good for us. You know, we just hit 200,000 subscribers. Our most popular video is just about to hit its 3 millionth view. And so we actually don't really want to change anything about what we're doing with YouTube. We're going to continue to make the same content on the same schedule. If you had never seen this video, you wouldn't even know that we're making a radical change. But what we are doing is we want to create a lot of new different types of content, particularly content where we're engaging with you on a much deeper level. And what we realize is that YouTube isn't the perfect platform for that, and so we're going to be switching that new content over to Patreon. Now, if you're familiar with a lot of different YouTube channels, you've probably heard of Patreon. If you have, you can go check out our Patreon campaign right now. It's on patreon.com/YoTricks. We've got a link below that you can click if you want to go there. Make sure you come back because I'm going to let you in on a lot of the reasons why we think this is the right move and some of the things that we're going to be attempting to do through that, and even some changes that you might be able to be a part of moving forward. So to get started, what is Patreon? Basically what Patreon is it's a way for content creators to get support from the people who actually view and enjoy our videos, to get support from them directly. Now this is super, super important for anybody who releases the majority of their content on YouTube, and that's partly because YouTube is so good at what they do. And I know that sounds kind of ironic, but follow me here. So we release our content on a lot of different platforms. We release it on Facebook, some on Instagram, on our website, in our app, but also on YouTube. And YouTube makes up about 90 to 95% of the total views. And that's good because it's allowed our content to reach so many more people, but it's also a little bit scary because every now and then, usually about once or twice a year, YouTube updates its algorithm, and that changes how they decide what to show people in their subscriber feed and also what to show in the sidebar where they recommend videos while you're watching another piece of content. And so I've heard all these horror stories, and you probably have too, of these algorithm changes going into effect and channels just being completely destroyed. They lose half of their viewers overnight because now their stuff isn't ranking the way that it used to. And so what a lot of creators have done that are kind of like us, where we've got a really small team that are trying to create the best content in the space that they're in, what they've done is they've turned to Patreon. And that way they can get a base level of support that will help them to kind of weather the storm when YouTube makes an algorithm change. That way they can try to figure out how to fix their content, get it set up in a way that YouTube actually likes and will show people, and then they can carry on without missing a beat. Now, we've already done this a couple of times on our channel, and you can see this if you look at our earliest content compared to our newest content. And if you compare them, they are radically different. But when we made our early content, we were making it exactly the way YouTube recommended, and now we're making our content the way we think YouTube is recommending. And you can see that's how big a shift has taken place in YouTube as far as what they're looking for. We have no idea where they're going to go next, what they're going to do next. But we do know that they're such an important part of what we do that if they decide to do something that will take away some of our viewership, it's going to make it very difficult for us to continue to make the same amount of videos and videos of the same quality that we currently do. And so again, if we can get a baseline of support on Patreon, that'll allow us to continue to do this without the fear of those changes that YouTube will inevitably make. Now, that's only part of the story. I think the more exciting part is how we're going to be able to use Patreon to engage in a deeper level with all of you. So one of the simpler things that we're doing is something that you guys have actually been asking for a lot. And what we're going to do is we're going to allow people who are patrons at a certain level, they're going to be able to submit tricks to us. And we'll watch all of those tricks, and we'll maybe take 4 every month. And then we'll allow the rest of the patrons to vote on which of the 4 they like the best. And then one of us will learn the trick, we'll figure out how to teach it, and we'll actually teach it on our YouTube channel. And we'll mention your name and let people know, yeah, this person made up this awesome trick and this is what it looks like. You know, we'll do our thing. And that's something that we haven't really had a good way to do before, but Patreon makes it really, really easy. Another thing that we're going to do is we're going to try to grow what we do in a lot of ways that we haven't done before. So you guys know that we have partnered with Yo-Yo Factory to make yo-yos and also Sengoku. We've worked with Duncan to make the ultra weight, but we've never gone ahead and made a yo-yo on our own. And so what we were thinking is through Patreon, once we hit a certain level of support, we'll go ahead and do that, but we'll bring you with us the entire way. And since we've never done it before, you'll get kind of the inside story of what it's like to make your first yo-yo. And so we'll show you the CAD designs as we're making them. We'll kind of show you what we're not sure about. And then as we talk to the manufacturers and get prototypes back, you'll see those. We'll give you guys opportunities to give us input along the way so that you have kind of a hand in shaping what these yo-yos become. And we just think it sounds really, really fun, and you can see it's very different than what we do on our YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel, all the content, you only see it once it's done and perfected and very clean and refined, and that's what we like to do on our YouTube channel. This will be almost the opposite. You'll see everything in process and you'll be with us all along the way. Now, another thing that we've never done before that we want to experiment with is we've never sponsored a player. And so we think it would be super fun once we get to a certain level of support to find a player who's really interested in sharing their life with you. And then as we sponsor them and kind of go through all the different phases of sponsorship, you can kind of see their journey all along the way. We're going to want to make a yo-yo with them as well. So you'll get to see how is it different working with a player to try to figure out what kind of yo-yo to make and how do you take their vision and actually bring it to life. They're going to be competing. And so we've got a couple guys on our team that are really good at competing and understand how it works. And so we're going to try to teach them how to win contests, and then they'll go and compete. Will they win? We have no idea. We've never done this. And so, I don't know, we just think that that kind of engagement is, it's something that we really want to do and we've wanted to do for a long time. Now, on a personal note, something that I've always wanted was to have a core group of people that I could go to and run video ideas by. So, for example, on our more detail-heavy videos, like the regen video that we just did, it would be really nice to have a group of people that we know are committed and enjoy what we do, and maybe I could run some ideas by you before I actually film the video. So, you know, I'm like, hey, we're going to cover this and this and this and this. Are we missing anything? Do you guys have trouble with this trick that we haven't covered yet? And that way we could actually find out before we make the video how to make it as good as possible, and we have so many more minds working on it, the content can just turn out that much better. And these are just some of the ideas. We've got so many more, and as the support goes up, we'll be able to continue to explore more and more ideas. Like I said, we're just getting started with this, and so we're eager to have you guys give us your feedback as you're taking part in it so that we know the best ways to move forward so that we can give you exactly what you're looking for. Now, we also, we don't just want to give you a benefit in terms of content, we also want to make it a little bit more practical. So when we make a yo-yo, obviously you'll get a discount on that product and you'll get access to it first because you actually helped make it. But even on a monthly basis, at certain levels, we'll be giving you coupons that are either 10% off or 20% off one item from our store. And so if you're the type of person who's frequently buying yo-yos, like if you buy even one budget metal yo-yo a month, it's actually going to be maybe even cost effective for you to back us on Patreon, because in the long run you may actually save money. And so we're trying to find as many ways as we can to make this work, because we think that this is a really good opportunity for us to have, like I said, a deeper level of engagement, to produce a lot of different kinds of content that we haven't been able to do before, and in a way that is just more engaged with you guys and your interests in what we're doing. So again, if you want to check that out, we'd really appreciate it. It's patreon.com/YoTricks. And like I said, we just couldn't be more excited for the potential that this has, and we're really excited to be working with you on this moving forward.